Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video here on the channel. Today is another update on Farming Simulator 22. We've got a bit of news about the new Giants engine and all the improvements to the game. So without further ado, let's begin. With Farming Simulator 22, you enjoy improved performance and graphics thanks to the latest version of our very own game engine. The Giants Engine 9 features DirectX 12, Parallax Occlusion mapping, and a lot more. Lead software engineer Thomas Brunner explains what improvements you can look forward to. Watch his presentation below. Now, as per usual, I'll put the link to this in the description so you can go and watch it for yourself. I'm just going to focus on the article itself. Why do we use our own engine? Simply put, we need our game engine to do exactly what we need it to do. So you can farm on virtual fields. While other game engines are applicable to multiple games of a genre, like shooters or racing games, and may offer some things or features ours currently doesn't include, our in-house built Giants engine has a whole lot of other requirements no other game engine out there can offer out of the box. An engine is simply not interchangeable without major adjustments. To use another engine for Farming Simulator would require a huge amount of customization, and in the end, we'd basically have what we're already using, our own customized engine. Also, only with our own solution we can offer the next or the extent of modability, for example. If you want to know more about this, Thomas explains it more in depth in his presentation above. So again, check out this video. So DirectX 12. For the PC version of FS22, you can enjoy the benefits of DirectX 12. In previous versions of Farming Simulator, we used DirectX 11 OpenGL. Compared to DX11, the latest DX12 gives developers more control of how their game interacts with the CPU and GPU. That means the Giants Engine 9 can directly manage resources and states, so we can control and manage them more efficiently. As a result, we have less driver overhead and more free CPU resources for other tasks. Texture streaming. So on top of that, we add texture streaming to Giants Engine. With this, we dynamically load higher or lower resolution versions of the textures based on what is actually visible on the screen. This allows us to put even more objects into the world and to reduce the used slots per vehicle, since we no longer need to make sure that we can load the full textures of all the vehicles. Also, the loading times are reduced, since less texture data needs to be loaded at the start. So occlusion culling. Occlusion culling is another important optimization technique. It allows us to make even more detailed worlds. Occlusion culling basically prevents the engine from performing any expensive rendering for completely hidden objects. For example, boxes hidden behind a barn are not rendered until you see them, boosting performance by saving resources. Now, I don't really understand any of this technical side of things, but from what I gather, performance is improved a lot, so we're going to see better frame rates, I should imagine. And again, it says here loading times are reduced. Hopefully that does include the multiplayer. So yeah, I mean, although I don't understand it, it's still pretty cool stuff. So it does mean it's going to run a lot smoother. And so hopefully more people can use it, so you won't need to have as high a spec PC. But I might be looking too far or misreading it as such. So Temporal Anti-Aliasing. FS22 features TAA. It is an approach to reduce unwanted rendering artifacts such as jagged edges or flickering specular highlights using the information from previous frames. The Giants Engine 9 uses a high-quality temporal anti-aliasing algorithm by default, but it can also be disabled for performance reasons or if you don't like the results. In previous games, we enabled MSAA by default as an anti-aliasing solution. Compared to MSAA, TAA is faster and usually leads to better results. For example, MSAA only improves the quality of geometric edges, but TAA also reduces other artifacts such as flickering specular highlights. Again, this to me means literally nothing other than it's going to look better. If you understand all this, well done. That's all I can say. I have no idea what any of this is about. All I need to know is it performs better and looks better. So, parallax occlusion mapping. Now, this is something we saw before. I think this was to do with the dynamic dirt. So, we call it POM, POM. So POM will make the terrain and other surfaces in the game look more detailed and dynamic if the feature is turned on in the settings. The result looks very realistic and adds a depth to the surfaces in the game, like the tyre tracks on your field, for example, trenching in the ground. We covered this in another article, so yeah, this is about the dynamic dirt, which is pretty cool. So improved shadows. We made several shadow rendering improvements in the Giants 9, or in the Giants Engine 9. Sorry about my reading, guys. It's been a long day at work. One of the most notable changes is that we are now able to render the shadows much further away. This helps to increase the visual quality in the distance, and your farmlands will appear more natural and realistic. That's the end of the article. So, in conclusion, performance, thumbs up. Looks, also thumbs up. So basically, it's going to look better and it's going to run smoother. That's what I've taken from this article. If you found more from that, please let me know, because I don't understand any of this technical stuff. Again, watch the video if you want to know more. Link to this video is in the description, so go check it out direct if you want to. Hopefully you found this small update useful, even though I didn't know what I was talking about half the time. But like the video, comment, subscribe, join Discord, normal stuff. I'll see you next time.